Hi everyone. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to our pre-challenge videos that's going to help you be successful before we get started next week. So today we're going to talk about measurements and why they are important and how to do them. So let's first talk about why the measurements are important. It's important for you to have a starting point. It's important for you to know where you began, so when in a month you can see where you have gone. One of the things that's been important for me is a visual journey. I'm very much a visual person. Yes, I can subtract. I can see that there's minuses in my weight and in my, when I tape measure myself. But I didn't really understand the importance of taking a visual picture until I put my before picture and my journey and almost finished picture side by side. And that's when I got a real big eye-opener of what I was before and what I am now. So let's talk about how to take those pictures and how to take those measurements and why they are so important. So when you want to take your measurements, you want to make sure that you follow the guide that I will be posting. There's several different areas of the body that you want to take. There's, of course, the arm right here on the biggest part of the arm, and the same thing on the chest. It's up here underneath the armpits, and then your waist is where the top of your hips are, and then the biggest part of your hips is around the bottom part, around the buttocks. And if you, like me, have extra in the front, you need to put it around the biggest part there so that you can get an accurate measurement of that. And then on your legs, the best way to do that is to take a measurement from the top of your hip down to your knee top, to the kneecap, and then cut it in half, and then that number in half, and then you'll know that that's the inches up where you'll always measure around. And the same thing when you're doing your calf, from the bottom of your kneecap down to your ankle. And then the half of that measurement is where you'll always tape yourself, take your measurements. So hopefully that helps give you a little bit of a guide on where to measure and how to measure so that you can count and figure out your inches. Also, when you weigh yourself, try to do it as naked as possible. Don't do it with shoes, don't do it with your clothes, and always do it the first weight of the morning. After you've had your first morning void, go ahead and step on the scale, and that will be your most accurate weight of the day. Now let's talk about weight for a minute. I don't want you getting on the scale every day. Don't do that. That's not nice to yourself, because your weight fluctuates every day and during the day. So why make yourself discouraged by taking your weight every day? Don't do it. So let's just have weigh-in days on Monday. That's where you'll take a picture of your scale and send it to me in a text or in a Facebook message. And that way I can track your weight and help you and know just where we need to go. If you want to work on percentage of body weight, we can figure that out. If you just have a goal of just losing 5 pounds or 10 pounds this month, that's great. Then we at least have a starting point. One of the other things about the measurements and the scale is it's not always, your scale is not going to be the most accurate picture of your weight loss journey. There was a time when I sat at the same weight for almost 3 weeks. It was awful. I was discouraged. I felt I'm working. I know I'm working really, really hard. I'm watching my food religiously. I'm not cheating. So why is there no movement on the scale? And then that's when my coach said, take your measurements. And I found out I had lost inches more than I had lost weight. And the weight between fat and muscle was a whole lot different than what I was noticing. And my clothes were fitting better. So your scale is not always going to be the best indicator of your journey. So that's why it's important to take your measurements and to take pictures and to take your scale, but don't let the scale be the only measuring stick you use. Now, what are we going to do with these measurements? Well, you're going to go to teambeachbody.com and go into your personal Beachbody account and track your progress. You'll want to go into the Super Gym And in the Super Gym, there's a place for you to do your goals. So you can put in your current and then your progress. It also is a place that you can upload your pictures. And why do we want to do this once again? Well, because if you do and you enter into the Beachbody Challenge, they take those pictures and those measurements, and you can win a prize. So not only will you get a free t-shirt at the end of our challenge, because you'll need to go to teambeachbody.com and on the top banner find where it says challenge and take the challenge and enter the challenge, and then you can enter the challenge for this month. And at the end of the challenge, after you do your before and after pictures and send in your measurements and your story of what happened this month, you'll get a free t-shirt, and you'll be put into the drawing or into the contest to actually win cash prizes. So if you have any questions about that, contact me and I'll walk you through it. I'm excited to see your measurements and to see your pictures. You do not have to share them with the group. That's just between you and me. And then I'm excited to see in 30 days what your measurements and your pictures show. So reach out if you have any questions. I'm excited for next week to start. Hope you are. Have a great day.